Hi, my name's Toby and my company, The Language Partnership, specializes in business communication. Today, I'd like to talk to you about how to warm up your professional email writing. Consider this context. You've had a couple of really good meetings with a customer and you feel like you've developed a really good rapport, a really good connection. But at the same time, you feel like your email writing style doesn't reflect that. It feels too cold or too distant or too formal. What can you do to warm up your email writing style? Part 1, we'll explore some tips and techniques, and we'll follow this up with part 2 next week. Firstly, how are you starting your email? You might want to make the transition from dear to hi. Now be careful, because hi can be considered to be too casual. I definitely know some company cultures where hi would be too casual. But I also use hi with a number of my customers where I've developed a really good rapport. So consider that transition from dear to hi. You might also want to think about the expressions you use to start the email. Again, this can be considered a little bit blah blah, but I like to use a sort of warm, friendly expression before I get into the body of the email, the reason why I'm emailing. So I hope your week has started well, or I hope your week is progressing well. I hope you had a good weekend. All of those expressions can sort of sandwich the start of the email and give it a warmer tone. You might want to think about the choice of language you're using in your email. And one trick to think about in warming up your email writing style is transitioning from more formal verbs to semi-formal phrasal verbs. So for example, the meeting has been cancelled could be replaced by the meeting's been called off. The meeting has been postponed could be replaced by the meeting has been put back. Now it's a sort of subtle transition, but in general, phrasal verbs have a more relaxed semi-formal feeling than the formal verbs they're replacing. You might also want to think about using some more feeling-based expressions in the body of your email. For example, I really appreciated your time, or it felt good to talk that through. Thank you very much for sending me the X or the Y. Again, can just add a little bit more empathy and humanity into your email writing style. Now, something we'll explore more in part 2, but I just want to touch on one area in part 1, is the little tweaks that can make a difference to your style. Now, one of those tweaks is to do punctuation. Something that I do if I'm communicating in a more relaxed style is I replace commas with dashes. And I find that just gives a little bit more freedom, a little bit more of a relaxed vibe to my email writing style. Again, if you're being super formal, I recommend sticking to commas. But if you're wanting to communicate in a more relaxed way, then using the dash to perform the same function as a comma is a little trick that relaxes your style. We'll be exploring more tips and techniques next week, but I'm very happy to answer any questions you may have. So please do email me. That's toby@top.lu. If you've got any questions about email writing, I'd be very happy to answer. I wish you a really good end to the week, and I look forward to hearing from you.